everybody, to episode 5 of Queen's Court, where we are visiting Monday Night Raw from 1993 all the way at the beginning to today. My name is the Tribal Queen, Bree. Alongside me is HuskyRhodes, and then we got Mike Duplessis down here. How's it going, guys?
It's been a long time since we spoke.
I know.
Yeah.
We just spoke for the past about an hour or so, you know?
This is take 2.
Take 2.
Technology's great.
Yeah, this Raw was pretty great compared to last week's Squash Fest.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
phenomenal. Way better.
This was 5-star classics all around by comparison to last week's shenanigans.
I mean, first, we started with Steiner Bros versus Bobby Who and Glenn Ruth, and Steiner's with their Michigan varsity jackets.
Such a great look. It's
Beautiful.
absolutely beautiful. And I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. This fucking suplex that Glenn Ruth takes. My God. Just that tiger suplex right on top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Like late 90s All Japan shit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
And then Bobby Who he goes for a ride with Rick, that crazy ass overhead belly to belly.
Mm-hmm. They were both delivering those suplexes, and they
Doctors needed to be called after this match.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the Steiners had their working boots on, so they're like, all right, boys, I hope you packed a lunch because you're going for a ride.
Yeah, they're like, we got 3 minutes, and we're gonna suplex the shit out of you.
They were still probably getting paid $25, so they're like, okay, we're getting our workout out for us.
Yeah, I couldn't pay for a gym pass because of these cheap bastards, so I'm taking it out on you.
Fucking Vince, cheap bastard.
I know, you cheap son of a bitch.
And it was the start. We talked about this, but Randy Savage had his good old mic problems.
Oh yeah, the
was probably the highlight of the show.
Problems. Lo-fi Randy Savage cracks me up.
So great.
Gonna give me that goddamn Mike Bartlett. It's so fucking good.
Between that and the Abbott Costello baseball joke.
Oh yeah, the Abbott and Costello jokes. Bobby, who? What's his name? Third base. It's fucking great.
I really think they gave that Bobby guy just like a huge last name, and then they couldn't pronounce it, so they're just like, oh, let's just call him Bobby Who.
Yeah. He had some like crazy Eastern European last name. It's like 15 letters long, and 12 of them are consonants.
Yeah.
Like it's like no one can fucking pronounce this. We're just gonna call you Bobby Who and move on.
And Slaughter was doing writing the stuff backstage too, so he's probably whatever.
Fucking Slaughter didn't want to spell this kid's name, so he's like, fuck it.
Probably couldn't get past the first couple letters. Let's just call him Who.
There's a C, then a Z. Nah, fuck that. Nope. Tear it up.
Overall, it wasn't a bad match for the 3 minutes that it was. It was a long squash match, but
yeah.
But one move that we didn't touch on, the like backbreaker elbow drop thing that they do.
Yes.
Was so sick.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that from them.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
And that was a move they put out like rarely.
Like I saw him bust that out, and I'm like, wait, is that going to be the finish? Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's not. Oh, okay.
Like, but their finisher. We talked about this.
Best tag finisher of all time, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That electric chair drop bulldog is so good.
Underrated.
And that dude sold it like crazy. He like kind of slips off of Scott, and you see him go like, "Oh shit!" Like he's going head first.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy. This match was
way
awesome.
Way better than the regular Doomsday device.
Yeah. I mean, it depends, though. It depends on who takes it.
True.
Unless you're Henry Godwin and try and do the backflip and end up breaking your neck.
I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that happened.
I'm pretty sure we'll probably end up having to watch it because I think it happened on a Raw.
Yes, it did.
Oh, there we go then.
Congratulations, Bree. You get to see a man get his neck broken in a few months.
Yay!
Yeah,
I'm
and then
jumping
again in
for
a
joy.
few years.
And then again, oh, yeah.
Poor chat. Poor draws.
Oh, I think that match is gone, though.
Oh, have they taken it off?
I'm pretty sure they've taken that
Okay,
out.
that's good. That's actually
Yeah,
good.
because that match, I don't think sees the light of day.
Oh,
They got rid of that.
Yeah.
Luckily, because I ain't trying to see that.
And then next, we had the WrestleMania report. The 3 confirmed matches so far for WrestleMania 9 were Yokozuna and Bret Hart for the WWF title, Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez, and then Crush
George.
versus Doink the Clown.
Oh, gonna get his revenge on Doink, bruh.
That's the
God.
one I'm looking forward to. I want to see Doink the Clown in the WrestleMania ring.
again, Matt Bourne, great wrestler. Evil Doink.
It was a great gimmick.
Yeah, wild gimmick.
It was so good and really kind of ahead of his time.
Yes. Picture
He's
Evil
still looks
Doink
like a
and like
killer clown from outer
Kazarni.
space.
Ooh, Evil Doink and Kazarni.
Would have been a great tag team.
Oh yeah, that'd have been interesting. I like that.
And speaking of Yoko, we had the next match with Yokozuna versus Russ Greenberg. And not poor Russ Greenberg, because Yoko went down hard on him.
Yeah, this was the
That's such a
first of all, pause. Secondly,
that was wild. It just
clip it. Fucking somebody clip it. Somebody clip that shit. That's hilarious. But like we God damn it.
Last week we had balls. This week.
I have the clip last week. It's your turn now. So, like we mentioned last week with Yoko's finish, the bonsai drop, you could tell when he's being safe with somebody, or if somebody did something to piss Yoko off. You can clearly tell the difference between last week's and this week's. It's actually super apparent from a spot after this, where Lord Alfred Hayes comes on and he talks about how Yoko had never been taken off of his feet while working in WWE. But there was a match that happened on the following Superstars beforehand, where he had a match with Duggan, and Jim Duggan actually took him off his feet for the first time. And Duggan's celebrating, waving the American flag around. Yoko grabs the container of salt. As soon as he gets off the ring,
corny gimmick. The container of salt.
Right, yeah. He throws it in his face, but you can clearly tell it's this fucking far from Hogan's head or from Duggan's head. Like it is, there is a good person gap in between the fucking powder and Duggan. Oh god. And then he gives Duggan 2 bonsai drops, and you can clearly tell the difference because with Duggan, he's super safe. He's like rested down easy. This fucking jobber on Raw
got destroyed.
All 500 pounds of that ass just
broken ribs and a sternum.
Oh.
He kind of goes easy, but then he kicks his fucking heels out and he just
screw it.
Just like across his arms, I got you for 3 minutes.
That guy probably went to the hospital and they're like, oh, what happened? I had a 500-pound guy sit on me.
Do you know who Yokozuna is?
Have you seen him?
And I don't know if they had medical insurance at that time, so he was probably asked.
No, he was on his own. Hope this $25 covers the fucking X-rays, bud. Oh God, poor bastard.
Well, not if he said something mean to Yoko.
Oh no, if he pissed off Yoko in the back.
He probably said some kind of joke like how Rob was talking about him during commentary.
Yeah, he was one of the fans that got a chance to be a wrestler and decided he wanted to be funny like how Rob thinks he's funny. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, guess what? I hope your lunch is packed because I'm going to throw you around and then I'm going to put all of this gigantic ass on your chest. Have fun."
Facts.
That belly to belly that he hits him with is beautiful too. He gets some height on that bitch too.
Samoans throw some of the best belly to belly suplexes.
100%. Like
Like,
Rikishi
every
was
single
throwing
one
like
of them.
crazy. Oh yeah, every one of them. Jacob Fatu's got a gnarly one.
Jacob Umaga threw some great ones.
Even Umaga's son, fucking Zilla.
Yeah. Zilla's doing work, by the way, at his young age.
Zilla's gonna be a problem.
Give me Zilla versus Solo.
Oh, please.
I need Zilla to do some work on the indies first. Like, Zilla, come to Defy. Just
That would be sick. That would be sick, honestly.
selfish as hell.
Hey, I don't blame you. Hey, brother, you ever heard of Coastal Empire Wrestling out of Savannah, Georgia? I know the booker.
I mean, if you've heard of you can come to any promotion in Michigan. I will travel
Yeah,
to watch.
I was gonna say you have so many promotions in Michigan.
You got a ton up there.
Crazy.
Like
The closest one, because there's, I probably could count how many there is just in like the Detroit region.
Oh yeah.
There's only one that's like maybe a half an hour distance.
the independent wrestling report I do for Wrestle Talk 60. The only events I find from Michigan, many.
A ton.
I could do 10
there's
minutes
some,
on just Michigan events.
Because there's
Right.
like some in like the middle of the state towards like the capital, and then there's like on the western side of the state, like Battle Creek, they have an event coming up with Rob Van Dam coming up. And then like there's like towards northern Michigan, you get to, I think it's Kalkaska. I'm probably going to say that name wrong. Because there's the promotion up there. Like, they're all over the place.
Right.
That event in Battle Creek was fire.
That's the same night as another one. It's the one that's like a half an hour. I think it's Sammy Callahan is going to be at this one.
Oh, nice.
So I'm picking Sammy and a half an hour away over Rob Van Dam in like, I think it's 3 hours.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I can agree with you on that. I love me some Rob Van Dam, but like, dude, Sammy Callahan's wrestling like half an hour from my house. Fuck yeah, I'm going to that.
Yep.
Sammy and a few other guys are going to be at the next ROW event down in Texas.
Oh yeah. I saw Sammy post about that.
Sammy, Axiom, and Regal's son.
Oh yeah, Charlie Dempsey's wrestling at that. Yeah,
Like Axiom and Charlie Dempsey are like having a match.
Yeah.
that's gonna be fucking insane. Hell yeah.
But back to the match. Well, actually, after the match, Randy Savage finally got his microphone back from Rob.
Yeah,
And
he
that
was
was the best.
fighting Rob Barrett for that fucking headset. Give me that mic. Give me that mic.
I was waiting for just to hear a punch in the face. I was waiting. I was like, okay, he's
Yeah,
facing.
some special effects.
It just cuts over to the table. Savage has the headset on. Rob Bartlett's
Rob's
just
on
like
the floor.
he's passed out on the edge of the table and just wake up. What happened? Where's my mic? Fuck Rob Bartlett, dude. Oh my god.
I don't like him.
I'm so glad he's gone soon.
Yes, a
'Cause
few more
jeez.
weeks.
Jesus God Almighty.
Sorry to interrupt us again, but I do want to give a shout out since we're probably going to be the next video on the channel to be released. Our channel has got 8,000 views.
Yeah.
This month.
Let's go.
Awesome.
The picture just got dropped in our chat.
Let's go. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching all of the stuff that we put out.
Thank y'all guys. So to the rest of the
Mhm.
W channel team, Dad, thank you.
Yep.
Everybody watching this, if you like it, tell a friend. If you hate it, tell an enemy. Just tell somebody. We want people to watch this stuff.
Yep. Whether you like us or you hate us, it still gets us views.
Yes, give us our views.
We're trying to quit our day jobs.
Yeah. Tired of sitting at my well now 10 I can't say 9 to 5, 6 to 4.
Yeah.
Straight
All
up.
publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
Big ass facts.
Next up we had the special report where we were talking about the posters, the poster magazines.
The Hoster magazines.
Yeah.
XLJ, Simple Nicholas, you have these. Or know someone who has these.
Yeah.
Show us.
Let
Show
us
us
know.
where to
where
find
to
these.
Because they look sick.
They might
They
have them on
absolutely
eBay, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a good shout. That's probably a good shout at eBay. We have a promo package from Lord Alfred Hayes about Giant Gonzalez and how nobody wants to wrestle Giant Gonzalez in a battle royale. They're like, nope, we're not doing this. We're not. There's no way. He's too big. He's too big. They cut to Superstars where he's wrestling 3 people. And this is another ECW legend that was a fall down man in WWE in the early 90s. One Louis Spicoli gets sadly drug into the ring over the top rope
And chokeslammed and died.
takes the grossest choke slam. Like, brother lands on his head.
Like, chokeslams are not supposed to be vertical, and somehow he ends up vertical.
Fucking the other 2, as soon as they see Louis leave his feet, the other 2 are like, fuck this. And
Who were the other 2? Because one of them looked familiar.
I couldn't figure it out.
The long-haired one looked like Rhino for a second, and I got very confused.
I'm gonna have to like do some research on this and be like, was that fucking Rhino?
It could have been
Yeah.
like a almost like a baby rhino.
Yeah.
Fresh out of fucking wrestling school, Rhino, before he got huge.
Yeah, because you know he was doing the independents at this time, especially in the Midwest and the East
Yeah,
Coast.
and going up into Canada and like
Yeah.
because he was hanging out with Edge and Christian
Edge
a
and
lot.
Christian and Reckless Youth and Joey
Yeah.
Legend.
Oh yeah, he was up there in Canada with all them. That fucking story of them crossing the frozen lake and
almost
the van falls in.
God.
look over at Rhino and he's crying.
I need to look that up because
gonna
I'm
die.
so close to the Canadian border. I need to look up what border that was at.
Yeah.
They were going to a
Indian reservation.
Yeah, it was
like
an Indian
in the middle of
reservation.
nowhere, and you had to cross a frozen lake to get to the building that the ring was in.
Oh.
And it had no electricity. They didn't have a phone line. There was nothing out there. They were literally in the middle of. Yeah, no. Edge talks about it on his documentary, and
Yeah.
him and Christian's old show on the network. Yeah, their van. There's like 8 of them in this van, and the ice broke, and we almost didn't get one of the greatest tag teams of all time because
Right.
they died.
Yeah.
Crazy. You couldn't pay me enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I don't care. It's like if you make it across this frozen lake, we're gonna give you $500,000.
No, not gonna risk my life.
And they
Nah.
got sandwiches.
Yeah, they got sandwiches and handshakes.
Yeah, we're these kids killed themselves for sandwiches.
It's insane.
And if they wanted warm sandwiches, they had the tiny little Bunsen ovens.
Yeah, they had fucking hot plates and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Then next we had I said this before, the 15-man battle royale. It was supposed to be 16, but we get our surprise at the end.
It's
To
so
make it the
wild
fucking
that they,
16.
like we talked about earlier. It's so wild that they put a battle royal in the middle of the show. Like you would figure something like that would either open the show or close it.
Yeah, it would have been
It's
better
like in
to
the last
open it
match
up with
Yeah.
everybody, because they all slid into the ring. It would have been better just to start it out have everybody slide in, and then just Shawn Michaels strutting around, taking his sweet time to get in there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He's like, I'm the Heartbreak Kid. I can do whatever the hell I want.
We actually have some pretty stellar names for the time in this battle royal.
Yeah, I'll read them all off. We got Razor Ramon, Bob Backlund, Damian Demento, El Matador, Kamala, Iron Mike Sharp, Kim Chi, Coco Beware, Owen Hart, Shawn Michaels, Skinner, Tatanka. I mess that up every time.
You're gonna get it.
Terry Taylor, Berserker, and Typhoon.
That pretty loaded battle royal for that time.
Yeah, pretty loaded for sure. Like you got some like really big names in there.
Yeah, you got some big names for that, and you got some legends in there who were like at the end of their careers because like you had El Matador and Skinner, who Skinner for a while also ran FCW, the wrestling facility for the WWE before NXT.
Before NXT. And he was like, after this, he did a couple of different things.
Yeah,
like
he was a road agent.
And then he did road agenting for fucking 20
forever.
Years.
And him and Fit helped the women's division.
Yeah,
in the early 2000s. They were heads on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
but yeah, this battle royal was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like some crazy eliminations in this thing.
Some violent eliminations.
Did they give like an incentive for like the winner? I don't think they ever. I think it was just like a random.
I think there was something. It might have been for a title shot or something like that.
I can't remember what it was for.
I didn't think they had mentioned it.
Yeah, I don't know. So they're just like, fuck it, let's just throw a battle royal. We got way too many people that showed up for this thing. Yeah, like I think there was probably supposed to be like a random tag match, and they just put out a feeler to a bunch of wrestlers, and they all showed up.
Yeah,
and they're like, fuck. Well, let's put them on the show. Like, why not get them all on the card? Let them all get their $25 payday.
But you had again some sick moments, some sick eliminations, some great spots.
The Owen Hart elimination.
God, poor Owen. That did not look okay.
No,
not at all. Not at all.
That looked so painful.
Yeah, just like the fucking thrown over.
Swung him up. Head. Yeah.
Tito Santana talks about it. Like, this is towards the end of his career, and he takes a crazy bump to the outside.
Yeah.
Like, he floats. Like, when he goes over the top rope, it takes him a second to hit the ground, too. He's just like,
Who like a luchador? They wanted to be racist, so he was like, you know what?
Fuck it. We're going to take our first ever Mexican-born Intercontinental Champion, and at the end of his in-ring career with us, we're going to make him a fucking bullfighter.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even from the right country for that to even work, you fuck.
No, that is Spain, Vince.
So racist. Oh, God. Well, I mean, also, let's be fair. He's also doing it to fucking poor Kamala, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the Kamala gimmick, we talked about this the first time we saw Kamala. That is the...
I dare a promoter to try and do that shit today.
No.
Let's see how quick you can get fucking canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we talked about when we tried to do this the first time. I forgot they tried to, like, build Kim Chi and Kamala into a feud.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right.
Kim Chi turned on Kamala. Yeah, that was weird to see Kim Chi in the Battle Royal.
It was so
they battled
strange.
out once they got eliminated. They took it out to the concessions and then like up into the balcony, just
right. Yeah, like
chasing each other.
It was smart on their part because they're like the crowd was kind of dead. It was kind of dead for this thing, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, let's spice things up a bit. You jump the guardrail and I'm gonna follow you. And they just run through the crowd, and the crowd's going ballistic shit. They're just like, yes! Like, freaking out, run through the concession stand, goes to commercial, and then it cuts back, and it's like, wait, I see him on the balcony! Flick trying to keep Kamala back, but he's just like running behind him.
Yeah.
That's one of the first times I remember seeing the WWF do that whole like them going into the crowd thing.
Right, yeah.
That's
That's
probably why
the
the crowd was so like, oh my god.
Yeah, we've never seen this before here. Like, this is cool.
Yeah. But I mean, we had the final four, which was Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Tatanka, and El Matador. But then we get the 16th guy, Giant Gonzalez.
Oh,
Who
George.
thinks he won it all? He thinks he's the champ and just got rid of everybody, but he didn't.
And then he eliminates himself.
What a
Well, then again, he can't go through the ropes because he's too goddamn big.
I was gonna say.
So he has to
Takes
eliminate himself. And then Razor, being smart, sees him get in the ring and goes, "Doesn't work for me, brother," and slides outside. Waits for Giant Gonzalez to leave, slides in. He's like, "I won! It was me! It was me!" It's
Such a great bad guy moment.
beautiful,
So
beautiful heel work.
I
So
kind of wanted
fucking
him Giant to turn around and like see Razor in the ring and just like come and attack him.
start a fucking Giant Gonzalez Razor Ramon feud.
Yeah.
Right before he tries to feud with the Undertaker.
Yeah, Scotty's not doing that. He's like, no.
I'm scared of that guy. He reminds me of Omos. That's immediately what I think of.
Except Omos is a better worker, and I'm not a fan of that.
Omos can actually move.
That's
Yeah.
That's the
And
thing.
that's sad to say.
Because that man can barely move.
Giant Gonzalez is more like Great Khali.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of him, he just said he has one more match left in him.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that.
No.
Unless it's against Omos and they just beat the shit out of each other.
In another episode of Things Nobody Asked For.
It's like, ew.
And it's like, who would he go against? Like, there's
Yeah.
nobody.
It has to be Omos. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense within the WWE roster.
Or maybe Jinder Mahal, like if they have it at like another India show or.
Yeah.
One last match. Jinder Mahal and fucking Great Khali in a Punjabi prison match. Bring back the Bollywood Boys as special guest referee.
Hey, they're doing work in Portland. Don't
No,
keep
yeah,
those movies.
Have a Veer. Veer.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
Veer and Shanky need to be on the outside. By the way, I forgot Shanky was on the roster until that India results came out, and I was just like, "Oh, he still got a job."
I did too until I saw the clip of him and Megan Morant dancing in the ring and shit.
Yeah,
I was like, oh wait, he still works here.
Oh, I forgot about them.
yes.
So funny.
We like the current day product. We're not.
We do. We like to take the piss out of everything because it's fucking it's wrestling, dude. It's grown men and women fake fighting in their underwear.
It's yeah.
Come on,
True.
guys.
But yeah, the fact that Shanky still got a job is crazy.
Hell yeah, dude. Good on you. Keep getting that paycheck, brother.
Another person, Von Wagner, but I'll
That
avoid
storyline
that
storyline that they're doing with Von Wagner is very interesting.
Yeah, it's probably the most interesting thing that they've ever done for him.
I'm really intrigued to see what they do with that, actually, and which is shocking because I never thought I would say Von Wagner and intriguing in the same sentence.
Yeah, because
That-
they're generic, so maybe pretty soon they might make him not so generic.
That head spot, that was
Oh,
the way they're doing that is wild. Braun, you're psycho.
Even people that are showing like the shot from the crowd, where they're like, oh look, it completely misses him. It's like, you sure about that?
Yeah, because that did not look.
A corner of that snagged that dude.
Yeah.
and
Watch him come back and just start beating ass.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. He just turns into Brock Lesnar. It's just throwing people around and shit. I would actually
if
die.
they did that, I might get invested in him. if they did something.
Leans
I
in,
do
just
like
goes
the
full
sob.
caveman.
I do like the sob story they're doing with the real life shit.
Yeah,
That's
bringing that
actually
in.
really good.
The realism factor of it, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, they're giving him a character.
Yeah, even if it is his real life.
Right, yeah.
Then we back to our simple programming. We had our main event, which is Ted DiBiase versus Brutus Beefcake.
Hogan's favorite Nepo baby.
Yeah. Which, spoiler alert, people that are watching, speaking of Hogan, he returns next week.
Brother. Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
back.
we wouldn't have been able to tell with all the Hogan references that they brought up.
He fucking mentioned Hulk Hogan's name 15 times in that fucking promo from last week.
And even Vince brought him up like during the match and then like after the match and
Yeah, they had to.
No shit, Hogan's returning? No, I wouldn't have guessed that.
We're just building up for Hogan's big return. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Yeah. Nobody wants this, but the match itself is actually a very solid match.
Yeah.
Facts. A very good match.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. I think Ted DiBiase is doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Throughout this.
Yeah. And then poor Brutus at the end, where Ted and IRS just start attacking him.
Gets smoked in the head with that Halliburton.
Oh.
And the Jimmy Hart face turn. The whole night he was teasing it the whole night, like, no, you gotta be careful with him, baby. You gotta be careful. Like, he's not a pushover, baby. We can't do this now. And then IRS comes out with that, and he like tries to stop him from it, and IRS just fucking throws him completely out of the ring. Like,
what is this company's deal with breaking briefcases?
I think Vince knew somebody that worked for Halliburton. So he's like, hey, look, we'll give you a bunch of the reject ones for like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Because between what or Money Inc. does with their briefcase and what the Money in Bank briefcase gets put through every year.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think they have some deal with them. Like, they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, look, we'll give you guys X amount of money a year. Just send us briefcases whenever we need them. Because they go through a lot.
They do. Violently.
A lot of those get so fucked up.
And then good old Jimmy Hart tried to stop IRS from hitting Brutus with the briefcase, but
the
one person. Poor Jimmy. Yeah. Then he gets pushed out of the ring.
Poor Jimmy.
For somebody who is 110 pounds soaking wet, he gets beat up a lot in his career.
Oh my god, yes, dude. Even back in like the 70s, dude.
Yeah, skinny little dude gets jacked up a lot by dudes 100 tons bigger than him.
Dude, like in the 70s, he was getting beat up wearing a chicken suit and shit. Like, dude was.
He got tarred and feathered once. Jerry the King Lawler kicked his ass over Tennessee.
Oh yeah, that poor man is taking a beating.
He is earned his money.
Yeah. Oh, he is taking more of a beating than like any manager.
Yeah, maybe Bobby the Brain Heenan, but like
yeah. Because Bob's wrestling too, so
yeah. But like those two get destroyed.
Oh my god, yeah. And like Jimmy Hart being the only one to like really show like concern for Brutus. And like
great way to do the face turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good. So beautiful. Well done. One thing though, we mentioned it in our dry run earlier. Like, why did he keep the Money Inc. jacket on?
Yeah, he should have tossed that off.
Dude, Mike Rotunda just fucking yeeted you into the first row, but you still have the jacket on.
He probably was so in the character, he just didn't realize what he had on.
Oh yeah, he was too busy trying to check on old Ed in his broken face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Watch his face. Don't drop him. Don't drop him. Watch his nose. Oh my God, baby. Don't drop him. No, 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 no.
That poor
like-
face.
And I don't know if they did the blading back then or not for in the WWF, but they cut to the blood on the ring.
On the mat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautifully well done.
Yeah. I don't think they were really doing a ton of that at
No.
that time.
That's why I was like, oh, once again, blood. That's like twice in the first month and a week we've done this, and it's like, oh, they didn't really do that a lot back then. So to have that on Raw, and I think they did that on purpose because they wanted it to be different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they wanted to add that drama to it. What was the other one? Was it
The
Flair?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So this was, all in all, this was actually a really good episode.
There's nothing bad really to talk about it.
No.
Yeah, there's not really a ton to dunk on. I didn't have to rage quit for like 10 minutes at a time because of something stupid that was said. Like, it was actually really an enjoyable show. I was thoroughly impressed by it.
Yeah.
I just know in a few months it's gonna be it's gonna get real weird.
Yeah.
And then we got the return of Hulk Hogan next week to look forward to.
See, that's what I'm not looking for.
Brother.
God, brother, every other word and his bald head.
I am going to do my best.
How many times?
To brother and dude. I'm gonna try and keep a tally of how many times Hogan says it.
Yes.
In his return promo or whatever he does next week, that is gonna be, oh God.
I'm here with Beefcake, dude. Terry. Fuck off, Terry. Oh, God.
I mean, and then that was it. And then next week, Vince announced that we had Money Inc. in action. And then, of course, he hints at the Hulk return, which we know what's happening. Then the 6-man match with Tatanga and the Nasty Boys versus Shawn Michaels and the Beverleys.
Such a random 6-man tag. I'm here for it because 6 great talents, but like, what?
I forget who it was. Somebody said that the Nasty Boys are the shittiest, most popular tag team of all time.
They are. They really suck.
Dude, oh my God. Like, these two went to TNA in 2010.
Right when Hogan,
horrible.
God, that was that TNA, that first year of Hogan's run in TNA was trash.
All because Brian Knobs is boys with Hogan. And he's like, fucking, I could get a payday out of Terry. Let's go. Fucking Money Mark in Tennessee will give me some fucking money.
You had, that Nasty Boys return. You had sadly, RIP, but you had a Scott Hall and a 6-Pac who were still messed up. You had that god-awful Bubba the Love Sponge.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, TNA in 2010 was horrible. And god damn it, we're going to get a show on this channel talking about it eventually.
Yes, coming soon. World Championship Wreckage is going to be talking about TNA. The good, bad, and the ugly of early TNA. It's going to be fucking awesome.
TNA and Impact, we're going to talk about the whole shebang.
The whole thing, just like we're doing with Raw.
We're going to have a show on this channel covering every wrestling company in the world.
Absolutely. We're living out the mission statement of this whole channel is the fans telling the story of what we actually thought of it.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Justin about something because something just popped in my head.
Ooh, let's go.
And it's something me and you are going to need to talk about.
Let's get it.
I think I've got. Speaking of that, I have an idea too. We're all just full of ideas.
Yeah. This is what happens when you have good people working together instead of
light bulb.
Yeah, instead of the past.
1,000%.
True. So that about wraps it up for episode 5 of Queen's Court. For everybody who's new to watching us, like the video, comment, subscribe to the World Championship Wreckage channel, because there's a bunch of awesome people on here. And from the Tribal Queen, Bree, from HuskyRhodes, from Mike Duplessis, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. And then, okay. He's not there, so I'm going to message him and tell him, oh, yeah, we're done.
Yep, we're good.
Hello, we're done.
Shut it off.
We're done.
Shut it off.
This is just the editing you're gonna have to do.
He's gonna keep all of this shit for a fucking blooper reel on the fucking the 2023 year in review video. It's gonna be a bunch of shit that he's edited out of videos.
He doesn't need a whole video. He just has to have what Bree said early in the show.
Oh, that's gonna get clipped. That's getting clipped.
I didn't even think anything of it.
Look, if there's a clip of me talking about fucking his fucking doink grabbing Typhoon's balls, then you're getting that clip. Yes, Justin, we're done. We've been done for a few minutes.
We're done.
Okay, and I'm keeping it all in. Son of a bitch.
We're all
Of
done.
course he is. Say good night. Good night, everybody.